Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Tonight I'm just going to do a little quick get ready with me, so let's get started. I'm going to start out with my NYX Bear With Me spray. I like to use this before pretty much every makeup application. It's like my go-to pre-primer spray. And then I'm going to go in with the No Problem Touch and Soul. And I've really been enjoying this. Actually got it at either TJ Maxx or Marshalls. I get a lot of my most of my high-end makeup at TJ Maxx and Marshalls, and some Home Goods, places like that, because I don't like to buy high-end makeup for the high-end price, and you can find good stuff for much more discounted, or however you want to say it. So then I'm going to go in with my foundation. This has been one of my favorite foundations right now. The Wet n Wild, and I'm using the dewy version. This is shade soft beige, light medium, soft beige. I know a lot of people don't like the little spatula that it comes in with, but I actually really enjoy that application process. I think it's easy, and it's really just a great way to apply this to get it ready to blend out with my beauty sponge. And that's what I've been liking to use with this specific foundation. Sometimes I use a brush to apply foundation, but most of the time I prefer my beauty sponge. I believe this beauty sponge is actually, I want to say it's Wet n Wild, like the Halloween, now that it's all dirty, Halloween Wet n Wild version, because I mean, Wet n Wild, stepping it up these days. I'm telling you, their prices are on point, and I really like a lot of their products right now. I think they're easy to blend out, and most of them are buildable, look pretty full coverage, or light coverage if you don't want it so full. And then my favorite concealer of all time is the Tarte Shape Tape, as everybody else's is on YouTube. But I needed to find a dupe, because who can afford to pay this for concealer? And I love concealer, and it's necessary. So I started looking for a dupe. The e.l.f. 16-hour camo concealer. I got the matte finish. I actually have the dewy finish, or they call it the moisturizing, the hydrating. I actually like to use this to highlight. So I'm going to go in with some of this. I like to wipe off the tip first, and then just go in with a quick line. I know a lot of people will say that they would never wear this much concealer, and that's totally okay. You do you. And I'm going to do me, because I love some concealer and some highlighter, and really stepping up the highlight and contour on my face. Just make it look light and bright and youthful. I really love that look to the skin. I'm using this Sephora brush that it's made for concealer. I got it at Marshalls for like $2. And yeah, I think it works great for just getting that concealer in, pushing it into the skin. And then I go back in with my, and this is really cool, it's also magnetic. So it like magnetizes right to my mirror, which is awesome. And then I go in with my beauty blender. I go in with the same end that I used to blend my foundation. And the reason I do that is because then it makes it a little more easily blendable, but it also makes it blend right into my skin with the foundation. And that way I don't have such harsh lines. It just kind of lightens and brightens everything without making everything seem so harsh, which I don't like. And then when I go in to do my eyes, then I use the little pointed end so that I can kind of get into the corner right there and make sure that that's all blended out seamlessly, and we're not going to have any creasing. And of course it looks super bright because it's nighttime here in North Carolina, and So I'm looking a little washed out, but that's not how it looks in my mirror at all. So if you see me looking over here, it's because I'm looking in my mirror just to check and make sure everything's still looking seamless, because I can't use I'm using my phone to film, so I can't use that like for everything. And I don't think I need to spot conceal anything. I do have some breakouts from wearing my mask, like everybody else these days. But I don't think I need to spot conceal any of those. So now I'm going to go in with my under eye powder. Yes, I'm bougie and I use a different powder for my under eyes than I do the rest of my face. Right now I'm loving the NYX Professional HD. This is the banana shade. Yeah, Banana HD FP02, but the banana shade, it says banana on there too. I'm just going to grab my powder brush for my under eyes. I actually use this e.l.f. highlighting brush, and I love, see how dirty it is? I love the way that it's tapered, and I know it's meant for highlight, but I actually really prefer to just rub it and then pat it under the eye, and I really think it gives a nice look to brighten and lighten those under eyes and set my, I actually use it on top of my eyes a lot of times too, just to set that concealer. And then I'm going in with a random brush from, where else but Marshall's. And I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Photo Focus. I have the banana powder, but I really prefer the translucent. I think that the translucent gives a little bit smoother appearance to the skin, whereas the banana, I don't know, it just, on me, it just seems like it goes right into my fine lines or makes me look dark and wrinkly, and I just don't like the way it looks. So I tried this, and I really like this. I swirl some in the cap like you would a Bare Minerals commercial, because I say that because I used to wear Bare Minerals only. In fact, my husband's the one that got me into makeup, because he bought me Bare Minerals, like the Bare Minerals pack. Gosh, I promise my skin is the same color as my face, even though it doesn't look like it. So I'm going to have to figure out my lighting and make that, yeah, I don't know. Maybe that. I don't know what's best. You guys tell me, 1, 2, or 3. What's best when I'm filming at night? 1, that was 1, this is 2, and this is 3. You guys tell me. I think I'm gonna leave it on 2 for now. But it makes me look kind of washed out. I don't know. Maybe it's just my camera. Any tips, let me know. So he bought me that kit and took me to the Bare Minerals store, and I fell in love with Bare Minerals and the way it looked on my skin. And yeah, I fell in love with makeup. I'd always been a girly girl, but I never like paid attention to like high-end makeup, and that got me interested in high-end makeup. And he still says he messed up because now I love makeup so much. And I'm going with him with my Tarte Amazonian Clay Bronzer in Park Avenue Princess. This is one of my favorite bronzers. It's also waterproof, so it's great for the summer, even though we're going into the fall months now. It does have a scent to it. I'm very sensitive to most scents, so a lot of scents in makeup or products bother me. This one is almost like a sunscreen scent, but it's light enough that it doesn't bother me. So, and that's saying something, because I'm really, really sensitive. So, but anyway, so with the Bare Minerals, I fell in love. I frequented the store, got a nice collection of like eye makeup that I hardly ever used. So I actually ended up donating that to my friends when I started venturing into other makeup. And that all started because I went to YouTube and started watching Jaclyn Hill's. A lot of us did back then. And I bought her palette when she did her collaboration with, I still have it probably. Yeah, when she did her collaboration with Becca. And I mean, seriously, like I tore it up. So, that's what kind of got me into more high-end makeup, and I've loved it ever since. I enjoy getting ready in the morning. It's my me time. I tend to get up earlier. I have 2 boys. I tend to get up earlier than them just so I can do my makeup. I try not to go too heavy-handed. I'm just going to put a little bit of bronzer on my nose, just do a little light contour. I just swirl and just tap off that excess powder and just do a nice clean line right up the side to the end of my eyebrow, and that just gives it kind of like a little tight. And then for some reason, I always have done the bottom of my nose. I don't know if it's because I don't like my nose and I feel like it has a witch like tip along with the big hump that looks like I broke it when I didn't. But yeah, and then I do along my bottom lip. And that's just to give me a little bit more pout because this girl don't have beautiful, luscious lips like a lot of y'all do. I'm going in with the Milani blush in Luminoso. I love this blush. I love that it's baked. I love the way it turns out on the cheeks and it gives that nice glow without even using a highlighter, which actually... highlighter is my jam. My husband hates when I wear a lot of highlighter because I always highlight the Cupid's bow and he does not like that. I don't know what it is about the Cupid's bow, but he does not like when I highlight my Cupid's bow. So it's really funny. It's a joke between the two of us now. Now I'm going to go in with the Wet n Wild Hello Halo. This is the I Met Someone version. I love this color because you can add, it's a blush lighter. I use this as a blush topper. And what I do is I just use a small blush brush and I just do right here on the apples of my cheeks in a little circle. And that just gives me that nice gleam when I go to turn before you get to my, my actual highlighter. And I am going to go ahead and use my fan brush with the other side, this gold side highlighter. And what I do is I just go in a C motion downwards. And that's how I give my cheekbones their little highlight. And then, sorry, my husband's calling me. I'll call you back, honey. And then I go right above my brows. I go just down the nose. I'm barely tapping it, okay? And then I go sideways, and then I do my Cupid's bow. Sorry, hubby, love you. And then I just tap my chin. And that way I have like that nice highlight across the face. When you turn, you can see my nice highlight on my face. And that's all I'm going to do for today. We will come back another time, another video to do some eyes and show you some things I like there. So until next time, bye.